What is up, guys? Rick Cacus here, and today we are going to be showcasing the ultimate Nova Bomb build. A build that's going to let you utilize your super as a Voidwalker Warlock as much as possible. Now, my build videos really run the gauntlet between fun and effective, with the last one definitely being more on the fun side. It was basically a melee-only Titan build. And on that video I said, whatever class you want to see a build made for next, Warlock or Hunter, leave it in the comment section down below. I saw definitely more Warlock comments, so that's why I'm doing this today. Same thing's gonna apply, guys. The next build, if you want it to be Hunter, leave the word Hunter in the comment section down below, and I'm kind of gonna lean towards that because I haven't done a Hunter build yet. But if there's a bunch of Titan comments, if the Titan fanboys come out en masse and punch their way through the comment section, I will do another Titan build as well. But today, we are talking about the ultimate Nova Bomb build, and it really is the ultimate Nova Bomb build. With this build, you're going to be able to utilize your Nova Bomb basically more than any other combination of builds or gear or whatever. You're going to be utilizing your Nova Bomb so much, pretty much to the tune of 3 times more often than your other fire team members. If they're just running around using hammers or Fist of Havoc or whatever, you're going to be utilizing your super so much more. And this build is actually quite effective. The week I'm making this video, it is Void Burn for the Heroic Strike playlist. And this build crushes. Like, it is basically my preferred thing, what I like to do when it is Void Burn for Heroic Strikes. So whenever you see Void Burn, this is definitely something you should consider running. And let's talk about what exactly this build is. Firstly, by talking about kind of where this build evolves around, the main gear piece that makes this build possible, and that is the Obsidian Mind Helmet. Now, this helmet has the exotic perk Insatiable, like Ben's mom, am I right? Oh! 3 people watching are going to be named Ben, and they're going to be really weirded out right now. But in any event, the Insatiable exotic perk makes it so that when you utilize your Nova Bomb, the enemies you kill with that Nova Bomb, which remember, this build is perfect for Void Burn strikes where you can kill a ton of enemies with a single Nova Bomb, well, those kills are going to count towards your next super. This is huge. It's really not uncommon to utilize your Nova Bomb and already be half or more than half charged towards your next Nova Bomb. Like, that is insane. In fact, I have in the past Nova Bombed up just a shit ton of enemies and actually gotten my Nova Bomb back immediately. Like, had another Nova Bomb right up and ready to go. And if that perk wasn't enough, this helmet also has the perk Inverse Shadow, making it so that you gain bonus super energy when killing minions of the darkness. That is some self-sustained synergy right there. Say that 5 times fast. Moving on, the next gear piece that really pulls this together is the exotic primary pulse rifle, the Bad Juju. The Bad Juju's exotic perk, String of Curses, like my dating history, what up? I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. Anyways, String of Curses actually does a lot for this weapon. Firstly, every time you get a kill, it instantly reloads the magazine. So you can just shoot a guy, it's gonna instantly refill your magazine, go to the next guy, go to the next guy. You can kill dozens of enemies with this weapon without ever having to reload. It's fully automatic as well, so that's great for ease of use. But the important part of String of Curses is that when you get a kill with the Bad Juju, it charges your super more than pretty much any other, not pretty much, more than any other primary weapon in the game. So using the Bad Juju is really just going to capitalize on the super synergy we've got going on here and let you use your Nova Bomb even more. Now, the Obsidian Mind and the Bad Juju are definitely the 2 most important gear components in this build. However, let's now move on to what choices you should make in the Voidwalker subclass to make this build go from good to absolutely synergantastic amazing with, again, all the synergies you can get. Okay, so first off, you have, of course, the Nova Bomb ability. You can then choose Vortex, making it do continuous damage, Shatter, making it split up into 3 projectiles, and Lance making it travel faster and doing a little bit more damage. Basically, any of these choices would be acceptable. I like to go with Shatter simply because it's going to maximize the area that I can do damage. If Void Burn is on, pretty much one projectile is going to kill anything except for a boss, so I just want to make the biggest explosion, lay waste to the biggest area I can to kill as much enemies as I can to interact with the Obsidian Mind perk so I can get that super energy back. We then have the melee ability Energy Drain, which works perfectly with our build due to the perk Soul Rip, meaning that if you damage enemies with Energy Drain, it's going to reduce the cooldown of your Nova Bomb, which is exactly what we want. We then have the perk Annihilate, increases the size of explosions created by Nova Bomb and grenades. So that with Shatter is just an absolute wombo combo, again, just massively increasing the area of destruction. Shock and awe. We then have the perk that kind of brings everything together. It's Embrace the Void. What this does is that when you kill an enemy with Nova Bomb or any grenade, that's going to trigger Energy Drain. And this is going to work perfectly with Soul Rip. So anytime you're getting kills with your melee, grenade, or your Nova Bomb, you're triggering Energy Drain, and that's reducing the cooldown of your next Nova Bomb. Not only that, but Embrace the Void also makes it so that when you get a kill with Nova Bomb or Grenade, it's also going to restore your health. So it is super helpful for playing aggressively with this build, which is kind of what you want to do. And moving on, the last gear piece you need for this build is a good pair of gauntlets with either the perks Impact Induction, making it so that you're going to get bonus grenade energy when you get a melee hit, or Momentum Transfer, making it so that you get bonus melee energy on a grenade hit. Either one of those perks is fantastic. It's just going to obviously really synergize with your build. You get melee kills to get your grenade back, you get grenade kills to get your melee back, and getting grenade and melee kills is going to charge your Nova Bomb more because of Energy Drain. Now, as I alluded to earlier, this build is absolutely amazing for players who want to be aggressive. You want to get as many kills as possible with this build. When you're getting kills with the bad Juju, it's charging your super. When you're getting melee and grenade kills, it's triggering Energy Drain, which is charging your super. So you just want to be out there, balls to the wall, you know, meleeing everything, throwing grenades, busting people up with the bad Juju, just playing very aggressively because you're going to be charging your super much faster than pretty much everybody else. And then, you know, aggressive players have the problem where they play aggressively, everything's going well, and then suddenly there's a bunch of yellow health minotaurs in front of them and they die. So players who play aggressively do run the risk of dying more often. But whenever you're faced with a scenario where there's a bunch of enemies in front of you and you think that that's maybe not the best scenario you want to be in, it's kind of getting a little worrisome, you're likely going to have your super. So you can just throw down those Nova Bombs and kill everything on your screen. And then the best part is often you'll almost get your Nova Bomb right back, kill a few more enemies, and then you're going to have Nova Bomb up again. The amount of damage output, the amount of like kills you can get while utilizing this build is insane. You're just running around massacring normal enemies with the bad Juju and your abilities, which synergize so well with each other. So like every time you get a melee, you get your grenade back pretty much. And then whenever there's more than just normal enemies, you Nova Bomb them, and then they die, and you just go back to doing exactly what you're doing. It is so much fun. And although I would definitely say that if you're going to utilize this build, the most effective place for it is definitely a Void Burn Heroic Strike playlist. However, it's also pretty damn good in Archon's Forge, but it does have one distinct problem. In Archon's Forge, there's simply not enough enemies to kill. Like, it's kind of funny. You want to see 7 enemies right in front of you bunched up so you can Nova Bomb them. But in Archon's Forge, you know, you'll have like 3 or 4 enemies spawn out of the door, and yes, you Nova Bomb them and kill all of them, but it doesn't really recharge your super that much after. Funny enough, this build gets better the harder Archon's Forge gets. Like, this build is super effective when you're doing perfected offerings because there's so much more stuff to kill, which is exactly what you want with this build, and actually becomes like less good when you're just doing enhanced or fused offerings, just because the enemies are less, they're more spread apart, and you can't get those massive Nova Bomb screen wipes, which is kind of a funny thing actually. This build would actually be pretty damn effective in the Wrath of the Machine raid. There's a ton of sections of that raid where ads get the better of you, especially that freaking Vosic encounter that is probably the most difficult encounter in that raid, especially on hard mode. Being able to Nova Bomb a bunch of ads pretty much every time they start to pressure you is a huge benefit, and then getting your Nova Bomb back and getting to do it again, you know, after every damage phase, heck, multiple times in each damage phase, that is definitely a huge asset. And so guys, that's gonna wrap up the ultimate Nova Bomb build. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this video informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny content from me, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.